going on, guys? Joe here, back with another video, and today we are checking out the Philips Hue Lightstrip starter kit. Now this is a very simple but dope product that can add some color to your life. If you saw my recent video, I picked up a monitor for my desk setup and thought I could use a little more, so I scooped up this kit, which includes a hub that'll be the brains to these light strips and give it life. Now do note, this is going to be the first generation hub, which does not support Apple's HomeKit that enables you to use Siri on your iOS device with your lights. If you do want to go ahead and use Siri, go ahead and pick up the second generation, which is going to be a square model. But unfortunately, the kit that I picked up did not come supplied with that second generation, and I do not believe that it does come if you pick up this specific starter kit, which includes 2 light strips in the kit. But in the description below, I will supply some links if they do ever change that in the future. But anyways, besides the hub, in the box we also get a power supply for the hub and also an Ethernet cable. And lastly, in the box you get your 2 light strips that are going to be 2 meters long, which equals out to a little more than 6 feet. Now these light strips can also be cut down a little shorter, but do keep in mind, if you do cut these down, the part that you cut off is no longer going to be able to be used, so that is pretty much trash because you can't plug it back in or anything, so it's non-reusable once you cut it. And do be sure you cut it in the right spot because they do have designated spots to be cut. But that is one con about these light strips, is the fact that once you cut it, you can't use that other part any longer. Now keep in mind, the light strips that came in this starter kit are actually the first generation, and if you want to go ahead and upgrade to the second generation, you will get some slight improvements like brighter whites, and you can also lessen the dimming. Now getting the light strips up and working, you will need to have a hub in order to get them on and off or use them at all, because without the hub there's not a way to turn on the light strips. So connecting the hub is very simple. You will have to have an internet connection, and all you got to do is power it up by plugging in the power supply and also attach an Ethernet cable to the hub. And once you have the 3 LED lights turned on, you're ready to go and set it up on your iOS device or Android device by downloading the Philips Hue app. It is very simple to do, and once you have your LEDs attached to wherever you want, the party is lit. Now when using the Philips Hue app on your iOS or Android device, it is very simple to use. You got different settings you can do. You can dim or brighten up the lights and also change the color. There's actually up to 16 million colors you can choose from, and once you have a preferred color, you can save that as a preset, or you can even select a photo and then kind of give that color of the photo to your lights, just like this. You can go into your camera roll. Here is Snapchat, and a little plug, if you're not following me on Snapchat yet, go ahead and follow me. I'm always active on there. But anyways, once you select a photo, it'll change to that color photo and then give that hue of that photo. And you can also even toggle the brightness and all that good stuff. So whatever photo you want to add and you want to give that specified color, you can do that with the Philips Hue app. Now there are some more features using the Philips Hue app where it can trigger when you get home, and then it'll light up your whole house if you have it all set with either light strips or Philips Hue light bulbs. And you can really customize it, so it's pretty neat. But one of my favorite features on these light strips and Philips Hue is the fact that you can sync it with music. I love listening to music, and if I'm just hanging out and want to listen to some music, then I can use my Philips Hues and then kind of have like a little party. Now you will have to download a third-party application on this, but there are a variety of third-party applications. I downloaded a free one here and started using that and had a little fun with it with some music. So you can really customize a look and feel of your room just by adding some light to it. Whether you're watching a movie or working on some work on your desk or other things, I mean, it just gives everything some life. So it's a very simple product, but it really does add a lot to a scene if you add some color to it. I think it looks pretty dope on my desk, and also when watching TV or movies, having something as little as just light adds a really cool effect. So besides the fact that I think these light strips just make everything look badass, there are a couple cons to this, and one of those things is that these really don't seem to light up as bright as I thought they would. But with this being the first generation and having a second generation already available, the second generation actually does have a brighter white and also dim a little more compared to these first generations. So if you care to have a brighter light or be able to dim the lights even more, then I would suggest going with the second generation. But we'll speak about that here in a second. Second off is the fact that once you cut the light strip, that cutoff part is no longer usable, which sucks. And with this being the first generation, on the second generation, that is still not able to be done. So whether you pick up the first generation model or the second generation model, you still cannot attach that cutoff piece. And lastly is the fact that I can't use Siri, and that's only because of the hub that I have, the first generation hub. So if you are wanting to pick up the Lightstrip starter kit, be aware you'll be missing a couple of things. The fact that these are the first generation light strips and they're not going to be as bright as the newer generation, but I really do wish Siri was enabled on the first generation hub. Now I just have to upgrade to the second generation hub. And that brings me on to my last thing, is the pricing. Now when I picked up this Lightstrip starter kit, I picked it up for a little under $200. And if you wanted to pick up the second generation model, they actually don't sell it boxed up as a kit. You had to buy the parts separately, and in the end you'll be spending a little under $250. So it'll be a price difference of about $60 if you want to have the newer model. Now considering the differences from the first generation to the second generation model, I really wasn't losing a lot besides Siri, which I'm pretty upset about, but I just didn't care for spending so much more money on the light strips. So if I ever do want to add Siri to my light strips, all I got to do is pick up a second generation hub. Now I'll leave all the details and links in the description below if you're interested in picking up this Lightstrip starter kit, or I'll also have links to the new model, and that way you can pick up the new model and then get Siri and also brighter lights. And if you care for the dimming and all that good stuff, you can go ahead and pick the second generation model and just spend a little more money on that. But other than that, this is the addition to my desk setup. As I mentioned in my last video, I'm slowly upgrading my desk. So if you want to see more desk related things, let me know by hitting that like button down below, because I'm definitely eyeing some more things for my desk setup to be complete. But anyways guys, thanks a lot for watching, and as always, if you did enjoy this video, let me know by hitting that like button. And if you're not yet following me on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Google+, all of my links are down below in the description. And if you feel like being awesome, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified every time I come out with all of my newest videos. Anyways guys, appreciate the support very much. Thanks again for watching, and let me know in the comment section below what you think about these light strips. Does it look badass? Would you be picking some up for your house or your room, apartment, whatever? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, I will catch you all on the next one. All right? Peace.